We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle, and I will be joined here by my brother Tim in a little bit. But we do have a decent slate to go over. We have the Stanley Cup playoffs starting today. We have 4 games in that. We have Carolina, New York. We have Florida and Boston, Dallas and Minnesota, LA and Edmonton. And then we have 2 games in the NBA. We'll be going over the NBA last. We have game 2 between Brooklyn and Philadelphia, and we have game 2 between Golden State and Sacramento. And then we get a full baseball slate as well, including a game starting in an hour between the Los Angeles Angels and the Boston Red Sox. So we will get into that one as well. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1-1 right and 1-1 wrong in the world of sports betting. Not the greatest of days. Another frustrating baseball day. Just this weekend really was just difficult for baseball. And basketball was not very good yesterday either. Yesterday, Detroit Tigers' first 5 was postponed, so that was a push. And then we had the over 9.5. Boston, LA was a loser. Cleveland first 5 run line was a winner. Full game run line was a loser. Team total over was a winner. Philadelphia, Cincinnati over 9.5 was a winner. Pittsburgh, St. Louis first 5 under 4.5 was a winner. Royals first 5 was a loser. Cubbies plus 200, that was a nice little winner there. Astros first 5 run line, full game -1, and team total over 4.5 were all really not good. And then Oakland first 5 pushed, Milwaukee first 5 won, Baltimore first 5 lost. Of course, they came back and won the full game. And then Colorado first 5, part of the -300 fade. First 5 was a push, full game was a loser. They lose that game 1-0. So overall, not a very good day in the MLB. It could have been worse. End up down 0.9 units. And then the NBA yesterday for me took a little bit of regression. 0-2 down 1.34 units. Lost on the under in Memphis, LA, and the under in Miami, Milwaukee. So 8-1 start. Now we're 8-3 in the NBA playoffs. I haven't played anything in the NBA playoffs. I'm not a huge fan of today's slate. Maybe I might get involved in something later. But this is not I'm not too keen on this slate. So we will be definitely getting into that later. But there we go. Richie saying, "What's up, Nick?" I hit the like. Appreciate it. So what we're going to do for this show here is we're going to start in the MLB for only the Angels-Red Sox game, and then we will move into NHL and then go back into the MLB just in case, because I'm not, because I do have class at 11. So just in case we don't get through all the MLB games in an hour, I'll be doing this one first. The LA Angels are at the Boston Red Sox here. The Angels -140 favorites, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the market movement in this one, because this one was kind of interesting as this line has plummeted. This line opened up at -155. It got up to 160, 165 at one point. Now it's gone all the way down to -132 for the Angels. So overall, since the opening line, it has been a 23-cent line move towards the Boston Red Sox. This line opened up at a 9. It's gone to an 8.5 and down to an 8. So it's moved down a full run as well. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this game. As we have 69% of the tickets and 87% of the cash is on the Angels. The line's dropped. We have 69% of the tickets, 79% of the cash is on the under, and the line has moved towards the under. So that makes sense there. I moved on the Boston Red Sox first 5 here, and I know it's Shohei Ohtani, and people don't want to fade Ohtani and all that fun jazz versus Brian Bayo. I took the Red Sox first 5. I got in on it early this morning at +140 before the line dropped, though. So I don't know if I would particularly want to play Red Sox first 5 now. It is plus 128, so it's not a terrible price. So maybe I would still look to make a play on it. But I'm on the Red Sox here in the first 5 innings at plus 140. So what I got it at, shop around, you'll probably be able to find in the 130s in this one. Leaving now, Red Sox money line. Yes. Fade the Angels. Yes. Devers homers today. All right. Well, we'll move into the NHL now. Now that we got the 11 o'clock game out of the way. For the MLB, we have the New York Islanders. They're at the Carolina Hurricanes. The Hurricanes are minus 165 favorites. Total of 5.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one, and then we will get into the slate. This line opened up at minus 150 for the Hurricanes. It's moved up to 167. The line opened up at 5.5 plus minus 109. It's now 5.5 plus 120 for the over. So pretty significant 29-cent live move towards the under in this game. And my betting when it comes to the Stanley Cup playoffs, it's a little bit different than the regular season. I look to when I make futures bets on like series props and all that. My thoughts behind that is they're going to win 4 games in this series, and I'm going to make money betting them. And so I basically when I place a future on a team, I ride them through that series. And I took the Islanders plus 170 to win the series here. I'm grabbing the Islanders here. I got them at plus 147. You can get them for a little bit better of a price now. Yeah, I did this morning. You can get it for plus 151. So about a 4-cent line move towards the Hurricanes since I've made this bet. And it's pretty simple for me. There are 3, maybe 4 series that the underdog has the goalie advantage, and for me, goaltending is king when it comes to the NHL playoffs. And that's exactly what I'm going to be targeting here. Give me the better goaltender in this spot. Give me Ilya Sorokin over Frederik Andersen. Andersen, somebody that we've seen not trustworthy in playoff series. This Carolina Hurricanes team coming in, not scoring as many goals without Svechnikov. And just overall, this team, I just don't know if they have that next level, this Hurricanes team, in order to make a run. We've seen this year after year with them that they can maybe win a round, but this is not a team that's going to make a deep run in the playoffs, even though they have really good regular seasons. So I'm going to take a shot here with the underdog here at the New York Islanders at plus 147 for this matchup. Yes, we are. Canes minus 2.5. Yeah, funny. Big boss here. I can't tap in. Unbelievable. Priorities. I'm just kidding. Nelson, yes. Dobson, yes. Hey, Josh Bailey. Yeah. I think we are in the section with the Islander fans. If I remember the section correctly, Tim, we will be in that section tonight, or one section over. But we will move on here. We have the Florida Panthers and the Boston Bruins. The Bruins minus 215 favorites, total of 6 in this game. And let's take a look at where the lines moved in this one. It opened up at 194. It has moved up 20 cents towards the Boston Bruins, up to minus 214. And looking at this matchup here, I get it. The Boston Bruins are awesome. They are. They are the best regular season team in playoff history, the best goal differential in the league by far, and ridiculous 34-4-3 home record this year. Ridiculous 65 wins and only 17 losses, with 5 of them being in overtime. They're a good hockey team. That being said, when the playoffs start, you know how many points they have? 0. I'm going to take a shot here. And I may be crazy. I don't care. I'm going to take the shot with the Florida Panthers in this spot, plus 192. I think this series may be closer than people expect. Florida come down the stretch playing pretty well. Alex Lyon has looked good in net. Since the Bobrovsky injury, I would not be surprised if they went to him. I don't think Bobrovsky is healthy for this matchup here. Or I don't know if he's going to be available. I think it's going to be Alex Lyon. Let me grab the starting lineup here. Starting lineup. There we go. Let's see. Is he even part of the active roster right now? Yeah, he's listed as the backup. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go Alex Lyon here. This is just, and this is the last two President's Trophy winners as well. That's a nice little tidbit for this matchup. That it's the last two President's Trophy winners, but I think Florida's playing with nothing to lose right now because they just squeaked into the playoffs. And everybody expects them to lose this series. So they're playing extra loose. They're playing with nothing to lose. Boston, they have these extremely high expectations. Now, you had the best season in NHL history. You got to go ahead and cruise to the cup. I'm going to take a shot here, plus 192 with the Florida Panthers here, game one in this one. Giant Angels minus 1.5 and under. No. Meow. No. Please don't let Timmy get hurt with that Canes jersey on. He ain't wearing a Canes jersey unless I'm not giving him his ticket. I have all the tickets. If he's wearing Carolina, he's not entering the building. Bruins 3-0. No. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I am. Changed my mind. 3-2. Yeah. What's good, OG Wham? What's good? Status on Omar, Krejci, and Bergeron. That is a great point. Let's take a look at the Krejci is listed in. Doesn't look like Bergeron is, though. Bergeron's day-to-day along with Forbat and Foligno. And it shows Linus Ullmark should be okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can find a status on Ullmark injury here. If I could find... It looks like they're concerned about the injury, but, I mean... I think they'll play. The only one that I think might not play is Bergeron. So that's the only player I think might not play today is Bergeron. I'll be wearing a Mets jersey. Yep, and I know what the meow is for. I know it. I know. We'll go to the next matchup here: the Minnesota Wild and the Dallas Stars. The Stars. Minus 148, minus 150 favorites in this game. Total 5.5. Stars opened up at $1.35. And they've moved up 13 cents to $1.48. Total opened up 5.5 plus 105. It's moved up 3 cents, or it's moved 3 cents towards the under. It's now minus 119 for the under 5.5. This is going to be one of those series where if you guys like high events, high scoring hockey, find a different one. I might sprinkle the draw in this game as well, because when you look at the head-to-head between these two teams, they've gone to overtime in 3 of the last 5 games. They've gone under in 4 of the last 5. These are two teams with arguably 2 of the top 10 goaltenders in hockey right now, with Gustafsson and Ottinger. And this is one of those series where you can make an argument that maybe the underdog has the goalie advantage with Gus, the way Gus played this year. But with that being said, I did not move on any Wild futures. I did not. I like the Wild in 7 for this series. I did not move on any Minnesota. And I'm actually not going to bet Minnesota in this game. I'm going to grab the under 5.5. I think these two teams play towards an under. I think this is a 1-1, 2-2 overtime game. This game may go on for... This game may hit a double overtime. Like I think those are the type of games we might see with these Minnesota Wild, Dallas Star games in this series. Is this game's going to finish 1-1, 2-2, and we're going to probably see extra hockey. So let's take a look at what the draw is for this game here, because I definitely would not be looking regulation. Plus 320 regulation draw. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that in Carolina tonight as well, the regulation draw with a lower scoring game. So I mean, plus 320 for the draw in this game is something that interests me. I'm not a draw better, but I think it's worth a sprinkle. But I grabbed the under 5.5. That's where I end up going for this game. Under 5.5, Minnesota and Dallas in this one. Stars might lose game one, sad to say. Yeah, no. You say that all the time. And you're like, oh, they're going to lose this game. No, you're just reverse jinxing it. Nice try, though. This game will be 2-1, 3-2. Yeah. All aboard the Gus Bus. Yes, all aboard the Gus Bus. And if you guys really like the Gus Bus, let's take a look at what this would be. You can get, never mind, it's $1.75. But I don't see them scoring 4 goals in this game. For the team total under 3.5 for Dallas. But no. Take the Wild, Nick. No. I took the under 5.5 in this matchup here. Final matchup of the night, then we'll head into the MLB. LA Kings are at the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers $1.90 favorites, total 6.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one, and then we will break down this one here. This line opened up at -170 for the Oilers. It's now up to -191. It opened up over 6.5, -101, and it's stayed there over 6.5, -101. And looking at this spot for me, I think I was looking at a little bit of that team total under 2.5 for the LA Kings. I like the Oilers in this series. I think the Oilers cruise in this series in 4 or 5 games. And I didn't think I would be saying that a month ago. A month ago, I thought maybe the Kings have a legitimate chance of knocking off the Oilers in the first round or winning the division. That's not the case anymore. I have Oilers futures. I took Oilers $3 to win the West and $7.50 to win the Cup. Sorry. So I think the Oilers kind of cruise in this one. And one thing that really makes me more interested in the Edmonton Oilers right now is the way they've played down the stretch. Defensive hockey. They played in the last 7 games, they gave up 6 goals. And 2 of those games was against this LA Kings team where they won 2-0 and 3-1. They played the Kings, I believe, 4 times this year, and they went 3-1 in those matchups. No, they went 2-2 in those matchups. They split out. LA won the first 2. Edmonton won the last 2. I think Edmonton cruises in this series. I took a -1 here at -121. I'm going to look maybe towards that team total under 2.5 for the LA Kings. I see this something along the lines of 4-1. And don't be surprised if this series is filled with unders, because I think for LA, you need to play good defensive hockey because you can't afford to go back and forth with the Edmonton Oilers. And if you're the Oilers, you can play defensive hockey now. They've proven it. So I am on the Oilers here on the -1 line, and I might look to add the team total under for the LA Kings as well. I could see this game going over. Play the versing. Yeah. The Oilers. Edmonton Oilers 9-0. Yeah, they look really good. Oilers money line and McDavid no goal. Good luck. Good luck if they're gonna make a run. McDavid's gonna be a big part of it. And where are these odds? Is there no Conn Smythe odds on? Really? There's no Conn Smythe odds? That's annoying. There's no Conn Smythe odds on BetOnline. I never even looked. I would look towards McDavid, Conn Smythe. Oilers have a 15 streak without a loss, and Reg a win without Soup. How many of those were with Skinner? They've been going a little bit back. I mean, Skinner was Campbell was part of 4 of those wins over the last 15 games. So
good morning,
Skinner. It should be Skinner for the matchup here. For that, like Oilers game 1. Yeah, me too. I think Oilers in 5. Nugent Hopkins. Yes, they're going to need depth scoring as well. Come on, me. How Tim McDavid will probably score a goal. Will score a goal probably.
Before we jump into baseball, 4 NHL futures that I bet 2 for each side. I bet on the east side, Toronto, and I'm drinking Nick's Kool-Aid with the Islanders.
Oh, wow.
And then on the west side, I took Vegas, and I took Minnehaha.
Oh, wow. Wow, the little Minnesota Wild there.
So Leafs 850, Knights 1,000, Wild 22, and Islanders 33.
I took Avalanche $7. Took $7.50 with Edmonton. I took 20-1 with Tampa, 12-1 with New Jersey, 40-1 with the Islanders.
There you go.
But what good timing! I'm assuming you were sitting in front of your computer waiting for me to finish up.
No, I actually just walked in. So.
All right, fair. Then we will. Did you want to touch on this game? I did this one first because I wanted to make sure we did it first. Yeah,
Red Sox tonight. Yeah.
All right. So I don't have too much for this MLB card. This is one of my lighter MLB cards. I've focused a lot more on the NHL playoffs today. So
bless you.
Sorry. San Francisco Giants are at the Miami Marlins. Marlins minus 120, total 7.5 in this game. Let's get up MLB for these. For what do you call it here? All right. This line opened up at minus 125 for Miami. It's dropped 5 cents towards the Giants in this game, which is kind of an interesting line move. Line opened up in an 8, and it's gone from 8 to 7.5. It did dip down to a 7 for about a couple minutes, and then it went back up to 7.5. So it's gone from an 8 to a 7.5. Looking at the money coming in on this game, 59% of the tickets, 60% of the cash is on the Marlins, but yet the line's moved 5 cents towards the Giants. I think that's kind of interesting there. I might write down the Giants as a potential look here. And then as for the total, 67% of the tickets, 80% of the cash is on the over, but yet the line's moved towards the under. I think the under may be the better play in this game. I might look towards. And muted me, sorry. I'm going to look towards maybe the first 5 under as a potential ad for this game.
There you go. I do like the Marlins, and it's mostly I like Jesus Luzardo. He's had a really solid start to the year. They've won all 3 games that he's pitched. Looking at what he's done this year, 3 starts, 2-0 record, 1.93 ERA, and 18 2/3 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 15 hits, 20 strikeouts, and 6 walks. He's going to get you 6-7 innings, and then you get to the bullpen. I think I actually do like the under in this one as well, because Logan Webb is kind of hit or miss. He's had a couple of rough starts so far. They've lost all 4 of his starts. He's 0-3, 4.76 ERA in 17 innings, 9 earned runs, 18 hits, 22 strikeouts, and 4 homers. Let's also keep in mind that this is still very early in the season. It's only 3 starts. But I like Jesus Luzardo. I'll look towards the Marlins in this game, around the minus 120 area. So I do like the Marlins.
Fair. I lean the other way, but that's fine.
$5,000 on the Warriors. Okay. VGK, yes. Warriors are going to win tonight, a lock. Oh yeah, it's totally 100% a lock. I can't see anything going wrong with a team that's won 11 games on the road. I dare you to bet against the Warriors tonight. Okay. Steph is 27-6 after a loss in the playoffs. They're also 11-32 now on the road this year. Yeah, I'll take my chances with that. Yeah, I'll grab the Kings.
These are some funny comments for baseball games.
I dare anyone to bet against the Warriors tonight. Dude, I already have it locked in. I don't know what you want me to do. I already have the Kings locked in. I don't know what else you want. I took the Marlins. Yeah. So take the Kings. Yes, I'm rocking the Kings jersey today. I have the Kings winning this entire series. Warriors can't win on the road, but keep taking them. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah. Wrong game. No, we need to click the next one here. The Cleveland Guardians are at the Detroit Tigers. Guardians minus 125 favorites. Total of 8 in this game. We have Hunter Gaddis taking on Matthew Boyd. This line opened up at minus 115 for the Guardians, and it's now moved up 8 cents to minus 123. So the line's moved towards Cleveland since the opening line here, and the line opened up at 8.5. It's now down to an 8. Let's take a look. 29% of the tickets, 48% of the cash is on Detroit, and the Lions moved 8 cents towards the Guardians because 71% of the tickets, 52% of the cash is on them. Makes sense. 52% of the tickets, 70% of the cash is on the under. The Lions dropped half a run. That makes sense to me. I passed.
Yeah, I was close to wanting to going after Detroit again. They didn't get to play yesterday, but this does seem like a weird line, Nick. I know it's Gaddis, but you look at it, the Cleveland Guardians, who are supposed to be one of the best teams they're supposed to win the AL Central and all that good stuff, against the Detroit Tigers, who are supposed to lose 100 games, and it's a minus 130. I just think that's a really, really low line. So I would lean Detroit. I didn't touch it.
Sure.
It will be 1-1 tonight. You think the Nets are going to win? Wow, that's a bold one. Me and roommates, $5,000 tonight. Okay, good for you, dude. If you have $5,000 to just throw away, that's fantastic. Love it, bro. I see you with the Kings jersey on. Yes. I also have my Nuggets jersey, who won by 29 last night. Didn't go over, but they won. And I have my Clippers jersey my Clippers jersey sitting right next to me too, who won outright yesterday against those pathetic Suns. So I love it. I love it. I didn't touch this Guardians game.
Yeah, I stayed off.
I woke up this morning and got myself a beer. That is fair. No way the Warriors lose again. Cool. Clippers clipped the Suns. Yeah, Clippers outright last night was beautiful.
Yeah, it was also a really nice start to see for two of my NBA futures, with Philly winning and with Denver winning. I think those two teams play.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But we have the Tampa Bay Rays. They're at the Cincinnati Reds. The Rays are minus 135 with a total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at where this line has moved to this one here. This line opened up at minus 145 for the Rays. It's dropped 7 cents to minus 138. So the line has dropped towards Cincinnati here in this spot. Line opened up at 9.5, and it went down to 9 for a split second, then went right back up to 9.5. Lines moved 1 cent towards the over since the opening line. Taking a look at where the money is coming in on this game here, we have 86% of the tickets, 79% of the cash is on Tampa, and the lines move towards Cincy. I think Cincy, maybe the Lux, Reds first 5 potentially is a look in this game. Let me write that down as a potential play. But I'll look a little bit towards Cincy in this game. I'll take a deeper dive after the show, but Cincy first 5 is a play written down for me.
I was already on Cincinnati. I think this is a letdown spot for the Tampa Bay Rays. They just played a bigger series against a good team in the Toronto Blue Jays. Then they won last game. I like Hunter Green. I like Hunter Green. I know he's not had a good start to the year. I think he's going to have a bright future. And although he hasn't been that bad. He's only allowed 8 earned runs in his 3 starts. So I do like Hunter Green, but I am on the Reds today. I took a money line plus 120. So yes, Cincinnati Reds today.
There you go.
I'm actually going to load that up. Let's do that. There we go. Give me the Kings too. Yes, Kings tonight. But we'll talk about that game later. Did you guys get your hairs cut at the same time? Yes. Reds money line. Yes. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Rays super run line. It's a trap. I don't see it a trap that way, dude. Was a nasty day yesterday. Someone forgot to tell Nationals it was Corbin Day. Freaking Guardians.
They got the team total.
Can't wait to cash on Warriors tonight.
Weird. We're talking about baseball.
Oh, it's the Warriors show, Nick. Come on, what are you talking about? We'll go to this game. which is the Warriors.
Yeah, no, the Philadelphia Phillies are out the Chicago White Sox in this game. Phillies minus 115 favorites, total of 8 in this one. Let's take a look at the way the line has moved in this spot here. Line opened up at minus 130 for the Phillies, and it's dropped down to 116. And then for the total, opened up at 7.5, and it's gone up to 8, so it's gone up a full run. It's gone up half a run as well, and which makes sense. 79% of the tickets and 72% of the cash is on the over, so that makes sense. And then 41% of the tickets, 38% of the cash is on the White Sox. So 59% of the tickets, 62% of the cash is on the Phillies, and the lines dropped 14 cents for this one. And I get it. There's a pitching mismatch here. Wheeler against Lynn. But what the line movement's kind of telling me is that they expect Wheeler to get hit a little bit in this game by the White Sox. I took Chicago first 5 at plus 105. I took a shot with that.
Yeah, I do like the White Sox. It's the Phillies have just been awful this year. I know it's Lance Lynn pitching for the White Sox. But Zach Wheeler, it's Nola that's been bad. Wheeler's been all right. 7 earned runs in his 3 starts. They're 1-2 when he starts to start off the year. I know it's a very small sample size, but I can't go after the Phillies right now. They look awful. Although they are coming off of a nice win, 14-3 over the Reds. But I was after a 13-0 loss. I don't know. This just seems like a spot. I'm going to grab the White Sox in this one. It's not a pretty play, but I'll back Lance Lynn plus money.
Mm-hmm. I believe I saw a little bit of news for that 11 o'clock game for the lineups. Let me try to find the lineups again here. For the Angels, it's Nito, Otani, Ward, Renfroe, Urshela, Lamb, Drury, O'Hoppe, and Phillips.
So no Trout.
No Trout today. That's why the line's moved.
Got it. Guardians killed me yesterday. Yeah, that was rough. White Sox first 5. There you go. Curry is the face of the league. They're not going to let him lose in the first round twice. They let LeBron James not make the playoffs last year. I'm not really worried about that. Over. The only good read I had was USA women's hockey never in doubt.
There you
go. Grayson Rodriguez owes money line comeback. He pitched. He had a rough first inning and then was fantastic after that. Trout was horrible yesterday. Fair. Otani Day, first 5 under in K-props. I could see that. We'll jump to this game, Nick, which I really like this one.
Yeah, I did not get involved with this game. This one, I don't know. I just didn't. I know it's the Sunday night fade. Texas Rangers are at the Kansas City Royals. Rangers minus 205 favorites, total 7.5 in this game. DeGrom versus Lyles. The line has moved from 205, open up at 205. It's not 204, so it's a 1 cent line move towards the Royals in this game. I may end up moving on them. Opened up at an 8.5. It's gone down to an 8, now to a 7.5. And let's take a look at where the money's coming in on this game. And 86% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the Rangers in this spot, and it's moved down a cent. 54% of the tickets, 60% of the cash is on the over, and yet it's moved down a run. I think the first 5 under is a better look than the side in this game potentially. My bad. Nope, I read that wrong. All the money's on the under, and it's moved down correctly. Maybe a Royals first 5 plus a half for this game. Maybe that's the potential look, which is plus 120 for Royals first 5 plus the half. Thinking maybe this could be low scoring. They just get a run or 2 against DeGrom, something along those lines. So I'm going to lean towards the Royals first 5 plus a half a run here in this game. Don't know if I'm going to get to it, but that's my lean for that one.
Yeah, I'm on the Royals. It's not only is it the first 5, sorry, not the first 5, the Sunday night baseball fade. It's the team that's traveling that always does the worst. And That's the Texas Rangers after a very nice 9-1 win last night for them. So I think it's a big letdown spot. I like the Royals. I know it's big plus money, so I'm totally down for big plus money. And we get to fade Jacob deGrom, which hasn't been all that good this year besides having really good strikeout numbers. I'll take some big plus 180 money line action with the Royals, even though they've been absolutely awful this year. 1-9 at home. They get their second win at home today. Let's get it. Royals.
There we go.
Timmy, what's the odds? Warriors odds to win the playoffs series now, asking for a friend.
Minus 155.
They're still minus 155 or something. We can beat up Lyles.
Cool.
That's fantastic. It's the Sunday Night Baseball fade. It's what we've been doing. Every dog except Nuggets lost yesterday. Nuggets weren't a dog.
No, every favorite lost except for the Nuggets.
Every favorite lost. Wow, that's impressive. Royals plus 1.5. Yes, I would take a money line, but that's just me. DeGrom 1-0. I know he had a couple of rough starts. No? Oh, he had a rough first start, but he's actually had a couple of good starts since then. But anyways, I'm not worried about it. It's a Sunday Night Baseball fade. I like Jordan Lyles. Why not? Yes. We didn't really even cap that game. That one and the game 2, not this one, but the next one after this, didn't really cap it. It's a Sunday Night Baseball fade. That's all it is.
Yep. And we move on to the next one here. The Arizona Diamondbacks are at the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals minus 155 favorites, total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the way the line has moved in this one here. The line opened up at minus 165 for the Cardinals. It's dropped 10 cents to minus 155. So a little bit of a line move towards the Cardinals. Opened up at minus 115 for the over 8.5. It's moved 2 cents towards the over up to minus 117. And I'm seeing 47% of the tickets and 57% of the cashes on the Diamondbacks, which is moving the line here. And then we have 62.5% of the tickets and 55% of the cash is on the over or the under, and the line's moved 2 cents towards the over. I do like the Diamondbacks first 5 in this game. I took the Diamondbacks first 5 at plus 140. I like if I can think here, Merrill Kelly, thank you. Over Jack Flaherty. I was trying to find the pitcher name again. Flaherty's been decent, but I think he can give up a couple here. And I like the way the Diamondbacks are playing right now. So I took Arizona first 5.
I'm on the same page. Well, no, I'm on the full game. This is a Cardinals team that I'm not high on, and this is why I like the Cubbies to win the division. The big problem with the Cardinals is their starting pitching has not been good. Although Flaherty has been good. He's only given up 3 earned runs on 14 walks, though. That's a little bit concerning. On 9 hits in 15 and a third innings, 13 strikeouts. So he's been like the only one that's been good. But he's going up against our boy Merrill Kelly, who we're high on him and Zach Gallen, which I'm mad that I faded Zach Gallen yesterday. But Merrill Kelly's been solid enough. He's only allowed 5 earned runs this year. I think it's a good spot for Arizona coming off of a rough series against Miami. I'll be grabbing some D-backs action today.
There you go.
I fade you. Congratulations. Would you like a cookie? I have Chips Ahoy and I have chocolate chip. So if you would like a cookie, we can give you a cookie, okay? I know you think you're such a big boy trying to be all I fade you and everything. Good job. We have cookies for you. Or you can get a sticker that says good job. You choose. You want to act like a kid? I'll treat you like a kid. Hello, so dirty. Kings to win series dropped to plus 120. Yeah.
They were plus 200, so. And it was a win at home, so it does make sense.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why the Cardinals are sucking this season, but the D-backs are as good as they're hitting right now. They should take this game. They should. I don't think anyone was high on the Cardinals from what I've watched before the season started. No, I know Nick liked them.
I like their over win total.
They have a good lineup. Their pitching staff.
They have one of the best lineups in baseball. Their pitching sucks.
Well, cookies, yes, cookies. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Tiffany. We'll head to this game, Nick.
Yeah, we have this one's interesting. We have the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros. The Blue Jays are now a minus 115 with a total of 8 in this game. This line opened up at plus 105 for the Blue Jays. It's now minus 115. It did go up to minus 130 last night. Line opened up at minus 120 for over 8.5, and it's down 4 cents to the for the over. It's down to minus 116. This game checks 2 boxes for me, which led to a first 5 double up spot here for the Toronto Blue Jays. And it is the combination of the Sunday night fade and the dog the favorite, because they opened up plus 105 and they moved into a favorite, and the Houston Astros played last night. So Jays first 5 minus 120, Jays full game minus 126 for me.
Yeah, I'm on the Jays money line. I know the Astros are coming off an awful game. Both teams are coming off an ugly game. So there's not really a fade or like a backing because they sucked last night spot. Both of them were kind of rough yesterday. So this one ends up being a Toronto play. Fade the Sunday night game. So far, fading the Sunday night game is 3-1 in the first 4 games. I believe the only one that lost was the Braves. When we faded the Braves that Monday, because after that Sunday night loss, they've won 6 straight. So, but I do like Toronto in this matchup against the Astros. Double stuffed chocolate is my personal favorite. I can't go wrong with that. They should have played that snippet, Nick. Everything that guy said is bullshit. Yep. Jays have a total win record, sneaky winning record. I'm not sure if sneaky is the right word for it. They've been good. Blue Jays run line. I did Sunday night game. Still go under. That was an ugly end. Yeah, that was ugly. Chocolate chunk is my personal fave, and I'm not talking about the cookies.
Interesting.
That's fair. We'll go after this game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Colorado Rockies and the Pittsburgh Pirates here in this one. Rockies minus 135 favorites, total of 12 in this game. By the way, a little bit of an update on the early game here. A little bit of a rain delay in Boston.
Oh, fun.
Which kind of sucks. I wanted to know about a cock baseball game. But beyond the point, I clicked the wrong game here.
Good job.
I started talking about the Boston game, and I clicked on the Boston game. Here we go. We have the Rockies opened up at minus 141, and they're now down to a minus 135. So it's a 6-cent live movement towards the Pittsburgh Pirates since the opening line. The line opened up at a 12, went down to an 11.5, back up to 12, and it's not moved since the opening line. There's been no line movement. So it opened up at over 12 even money. It's still over 12 even money. It's a 12. 66% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the Rockies, yet the lines move towards the Pirates. I think maybe the Pirates are a decent look in this game. And then 78% of the tickets, 83% of the cash is on the over, and it's bounced back and forth. So I'm going to lean towards the Pirates here in this spot. Don't know if I would want to take them first 5 or full game. Let's take a look at what their bullpens have done. I think this is a Pirates team we may be able to trust full game, because their bullpen has been middle of the pack. Actually, the Rockies bullpen is top 10 in baseball according to XFIP. So maybe a Pirates first 5 spot for me, but nothing I've bet at the moment.
I'm on the opposite side. I kind of like Colorado, and I would have to run line it. You look at it, a team that's 9-7, I mean, is a dog to a team that's 5-11. I don't. It just seems like a weird line. And whenever Colorado's favored, that's always odd. Am I frozen?
No.
Okay. My all my computer and stuff is frozen. Cool. I was gonna pull up the stats, but I don't have any stats for it. I do like Kyle Freeland. If I'm gonna trust anybody on this Colorado rotation, and Rich over the hill, he's pitched well to start the year, but not really something I want to be going after. It would be a lean towards the Colorado Rockies run line for me. I did not end up playing this game though.
Fair.
I can't click the chat or anything, so you're gonna have to.
Oh, okay.
My computer is frozen.
Oh, wonderful. Then here we go. Solid push for the Rockies game yesterday. Still profitable because of that play. There you go. Good morning, Grinch. Rockies team total over. Good day to have a day. 2023 NHL playoffs. Hell yeah. Pass Rockies run line. Freeland masterclass. All right, we'll move into the next game here. The Atlanta Braves are at the San Diego Padres. Braves are minus 140 favorites, total 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at where the line has moved here. Max Fried and Ryan Weathers is your pitching matchup here. Atlanta opened up at minus 144. It went all the way up to 151, and it's back to 144. Total opened up at 8.5 even money. Let's move 4 cents towards the over.
No yawning.
Sorry. Now it's minus 104 for the over. 8.5 now. Let's take a look at the line moves in this game. As we have 77% of the tickets, 65% of cash is on the Braves. Line's not moved. The line moved up originally, but there's been buyback on the Padres. And then the 63% of the tickets, 68% of the cash is on the under. And the line has moved towards the over. So maybe an over in this game. Maybe Max Fried gets hit a little bit. I think this is Max Fried's second appearance this year because he did get hurt earlier in the year. This is his first game back from that. So maybe he gets
3 1/3 against the Washington Nationals.
Maybe he gets hit a little bit here, Fried, and this game can go over the total. I did not get involved in this one though. It's a pass.
Yeah, neither did I. Although Weathers has actually been halfway decent this year. I looked at his numbers. I know he had a solid start against the Mets. Of course, when I want to pull up his numbers, my computer's being slow. Here we go. He's pitched twice this year. 3 earned runs in his 2 starts in 10 innings, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 8 hits. So he's actually been quite solid enough for his position in the rotation. But you do get a Braves team that is coming off of losing to these guys 3 out of 4 at home. I think this is going to be a spot where Atlanta's going to want a little bit of revenge on them. Then they're riding a little bit hot, 6 games in a row for the Braves. I would lean towards Atlanta. I would have to run line it, though. I don't know if I could trust Max Fried in his first start back after his injury. So I end up just staying away from this game to start it off.
Fair.
Under in that Colorado game. I could see it.
Yeah, I won't talk you off of unders. And,
some delicious fried chicken today. Braves run line F the Padres. That's fair. Did y'all talk NHL yet? Yeah, Nick talked over the NHL. What do we do? What do we think of Ohtani over 7.5 strikeouts? Yeah, sure, why not? He's quite solid. So I wouldn't talk anybody off of his strikeout prop. Padres have to be frauds. I mean, they're under 500, so that makes sense. Let's head to this game. We got 3 more MLB games to talk about, Nick.
Yeah, this one's kind of interesting and grabbed my attention. The Oakland Athletics and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs are minus 135 favorites, total of 8. Actually, this line's dropped a little bit. Line opened up at minus 135, and it's moved 5 cents towards the Athletics down to minus 130 for the Cubs. This line did go up to minus 138-ish this morning. and it's dropped 8 cents since then. Let's take a look at the way the market has, or the way the money's coming on this game here, as we have 82% of the tickets, 78% of the cash is on the Cubbies, and the lines move towards the Athletics. And we have 85% of the tickets, 94% of the cash move on the under, and the lines moved 5 cents towards the under since the opening line here. I lean Oakland first 5 here in this game. I think I'm going to end up pulling the trigger on it later, but Oakland first 5 is my initial lean towards this game.
Oakland money line. I mean, Kyler Muller has actually been.
You first for a second. Sorry.
Oakland money line. Kyle Muller has been solid besides his last start against the Orioles, but the Orioles have a really solid offense, so I'm not really worried about that one. He allowed 6 runs, 7 hits, and 4 innings. Previous 2 starts against Cleveland and LA, which are 2 pretty good teams. Well, LA is kind of a mess. 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 8 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 10 2/3 innings pitched. This is a Oakland spot for me. The line movement is just a little bit weird, so I'm going to be jumping on them. Plus, you got the Cubbies coming off of a really nice series win versus the Dodgers. So I do like the A's in this game.
Yeah, I agree.
Head back. Cubs game seems like an under game, so take the over. Fair. Sure. Okay. Cubbies, a pass. Yeah, I agree. Let's head to this game, Nick.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Brewers are at the Seattle Mariners. Brewers are $1.40 favorites. Total of 7.5 in this one here. This line opened up at minus 145 for the Brewers. It's dropped 2 cents since the line opened. When I bet this, it dropped a couple extra cents. And then the over opened up at minus 120. It's now minus 118. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this game. 70% of the tickets, 68% of the cash is on the Brewers, and yet the line's dropped a couple of cents. And then this line opened up, we're seeing 50% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moved 2 cents towards the under. So I kind of lean under in this game. If I had to get involved with the total in this one, I'm more interested in the side. I took the Mariners full game at plus 128. And I know it's Corbin Burnes, but this is one of the top bullpens in baseball when we look at the Seattle Mariners, a team that I think we can trust full games. And Milwaukee is a team where, maybe after Burnes leaves, I can see them giving up a couple. But I think that this line's a little bit just too wide in my opinion, so I just grabbed the plus 128.
Yeah, I'm on the Seattle Mariners as well. I like Chris Flexen. This is a guy that I've backed a bunch. Obviously, he's coming off an awful start against the Chicago Cubs. I don't blame him for it. The wind was blowing like crazy. That was part of the 14-9 game. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. His other 2 starts, 3 earned runs, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 9 innings. Other than that Cubs game, he has been fine this year. And Corbin Burnes has been a mess. Although he is coming off of a really good start versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. In his other 2 starts, 10 earned runs, 11 hits, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 9 in the third. Those were against the Cubs and the Mets. This is a Chris Flexen and Seattle Mariners spot for me. I do like the M's. Okay, I'll tell. There you go. Flexen at Seattle money line today. I like it. We'll head to the final baseball game, Nick.
Yeah. And then I will probably peace out because I got class at 11 here online. So we have the Dodgers minus 145 favorites over the New York Mets. The Dodgers minus 1 total 8.5 in this game. Peterson and May is your pitching matchup here. This line opened up at minus 155 and it's dropped 17 cents towards the Mets. It's now minus 138 for the Dodgers. It's the total. The total put up 8.5 minus 110, and it's not moved on either side. 76% of the cash tickets, 77% of the cash is on the Dodgers, and the lines move towards the Mets. And then 53% of the tickets, 66% of the cash is on the over. The line's not moved. I took the Mets here at plus 143, and it's dropped all the way down to a minus one or to a plus 128. So I've beat a nice little 15-cent line movement on this game, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, I'm on the Mets here, full game at plus 143. That line's just a little bit ridiculous.
No, it makes sense. Although Peterson has been good this year, I'll give him that for being a guy that's had to fill in innings. He has one bad start against the Brewers. Other than that, I'm not really too concerned. 8 earned runs, 8 walks on 19 hits. That's 16 strikeouts, and that's in 14 2/3 innings pitched. On the opposite side, you got Dustin May, who's still working his way back from the Tommy John, but he has had some really good starts. He's pitched since 18 1/3 innings, only allowing 3 earned runs on 7 walks, on 7 hits, 12 strikeouts. He's been quite solid. But yeah, Mets at plus money on the road. Yeah, I'll grab a little bit of Dave Peterson action here. This is a Dodgers team that's now even 500, 8-8 to start the year. So I'm not interested in really going after the doll hairs today. Give me the Mets in this one on the money line.
I like it.
Dodgers stink. Correct. Oilers -1, Wild under. Which would be your best bet?
Oilers. I think the Oilers cruise.
Oilers it is. Kind of like the over in the Dodgers game, but I didn't get to it. Fair. A lot of unders to start the NHL playoffs. Oilers, Avalanche, and Islanders as well.
I like that.
Mets are plus money. Not always about the money, Dodgers. Okay. NBA games left. I know, Nick, you have to go, so have a good one. I'll quickly run through these two games. We'll start off with the Brooklyn Nets and the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers are 10-point favorites with a total of 213.5. And to rip off this one, I like the over. There's nothing that the Nets showed me in the first game that tells me that they're going to be able to slow down the Sixers. So this is one that, come on, dude, I could see the Philadelphia 76ers putting up $120 by themselves. We get 120 to 100 20-point game, and it still goes over the total. And I think Brooklyn tries to push the pace as well. So we're going to go over in the first NBA game today. Oilers money line, Jays money line, Warriors money line. Oilers, yes. Jays, yes. Warriors, no. No to the Warriors. And we'll talk about that game last. Well, this is the last game we'll talk about. Warriors and the Kings. It's about a pick 'em. 240 is the total. No, I'm on the Kings. I'm rocking the Kings jersey today. I have them to win the series. I think the Warriors are overrated. No, this is a hit. I'm 100% on the Kings for this one. Everybody loves the Warriors. No, thank you for me. The Kings won game 1. I don't understand how are you guys backing a team that's 11-31 on the road this year? If you bet them on the road every single game, that's about a 25% win rate. You're going broke if you do that. Let's back the team that actually wins at home, or wins in where they're at, which is Sacramento, who was 24-18 this year at home. Get him out of pick 'em. Kings are going to go up 2-0 in this series. Give me some Sacramento at home in this one. Suns are in trouble. Yeah, I wish somebody said that earlier. I was on the Clippers last night. So that was nice. Nuggets -8 was Earle. Yeah, it was free. That I wish I took their 7.5 or whatever instead of the over. I expected them to score. I expected them to score more, but it is what it is. Warriors win tonight, in my opinion, but Kings win the series. No, Kings will win all their games at home. The Warriors are not winning a game on the road. Warriors come out and lose. Yeah. Sabonis bounced back. Yeah, he had an awful game, and they still won. Imagine if Sabonis can actually make a layup. They're going to Kings by double digits tonight. Let's get it. That is all the games for today. We'll go ahead and quickly do a recap and stuff. Check out all the links in the description, including this one, earlesportsbets.com/ESB. Week pass, $49. And that's for everything. We put up all of our plays the night before. Check that out. Check out SeatGeek for all your concert tickets, sporting event ticket needs. ESB at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. And check out Ballin Out with Tim Earle. That's on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. Go on there, leave a like, show your support for that one. I've been putting out videos pretty much every single day for a while. So make sure you guys check out Ballin Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. For today, I like the Marlins. I'm on the Reds. I'm on the White Sox, Royals, D-backs, Blue Jays. I kind of lean Rockies, lean Braves, on Oakland, on Seattle, on the Mets, the over in the Nets game, and the Sacramento Kings in this one. Fair point. There we go. That is all of the games for today, and that's going to do for the show. Yes, D-backs. We will be back tomorrow for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show, and good luck, guys.